What is up, guys? It's the Sound Alchemist, and once again, I'm here to talk to you guys about Warhammer 40k. So in today's video, we're going to be giving you the top 3 ways as to why the Space Marines are the best army out of all the factions in this game of Warhammer 40k. But in reality, this is the only thing that needs to be said. Eradicators. Now, all jokes aside, I'm being 100% serious. Why this is our number 3 choice. This one unit of 3 Eradicators is 6 power or 120 points. But most importantly, this is what's going to make all your friends not going to want to play against you. The meta was oh so Space Marine-y last edition with Iron Hands and just the shenanigans that they could play. And now they introduce this new unit to the Primaris Space Marines? Why? Come on. Like, obviously there were nerfs brought about during 9th edition for the 9th edition Codex for Space Marines, but these guys are insane. Like, if you play them, you're automatically that dude. Just look at what Total Obliteration does. It does exactly what it's called. In your shooting phase, each time this unit is selected to shoot, and if it hasn't advanced this turn, it can unleash Total Obliteration. Word for word. If it does, select one enemy unit, and models in this unit can shoot twice this phase, but they can only make attacks against that target enemy unit, and only if that enemy unit is an eligible target for these attacks. So basically, you don't move them, and then, well, you can move them, but you can't advance, which why would you, because you have these awesome guns. So you move them into position, you look at one of your opponent's units, and you say, hey, fuck that unit, and then you shoot twice with a 24-inch Melta rifle. Yeah, Meltas were really good, but to balance it, Meltas were only like 12 inches. GW said, nah, Space Marines are our baby, let's give them everything, without thinking of the ramifications. So they decided to make the Melta rifle, a 24-inch Assault 1, Strength 8, AP -4, D6 damage gun. And again, they can shoot twice, so that's 3 guys shooting twice, which is 6 shots, each potentially doing 6 damage. That's 36 potential wounds. But wait, here's the cherry on top, because of course, Space Marines. Each time an attack made with this weapon targets a unit within half range, that attack has a damage characteristics of D6 plus 2. So let's say you're within 12 inches, 11 inches of this gun. Yeah, you're literally getting totally obliterated with a potential of 42 wounds. Get out of here, Eradicators. You're lucky you're not number 1. But yeah, this unit alone is crazy, mind-boggling, bonkers, bananas. It's stupid. It's crazy. Moving on to number 2. Now that I've said everything about the Eradicators, number 2 seems a little bit lackluster. But it's the fact that they're Space Marines. They're the poster boy for GW. And because of that, they're going to be getting all the shiny new models, a bunch of nerfs, a bunch of buffs, a bunch of FAQs. Literally, this is the army you want to start with. It's hella good, it's very competitive, there's a wide variety of units to choose from. They're basically the jack of all trades, plus more. They're the Swiss Army knife, if that knife was a gun. Like, this is just insane how much GW gives them everything and anything. Look at the Eldar line. We have models that have not gotten updates in 20 plus years. Not only are some of their models fine cast, some of them are still metal. What happened to the Phoenix Lords? What about the Striking Scorpions? Like, Banshee's got plastic models, but what about everything else? Like, come on, GW. I get it, they're Xenos, they don't sell as much, but still, they're a faction in the game of 40k. People buy these things, people spend time and money to paint them and put them on the battlefield. why don't you support every single army at least halfway the way that you support Space Marines? So you're always going to be on the safe side by picking a Space Marine army. They're always going to be competitive. You're always going to have new models to look forward to, new lore to look forward to. And at the end of the day, it's a very safe bet that if you don't want to spend a lot of money, eBay will have an army for you to get. The models are going to be pretty easy to find. And at the end of the day, they're Space Marines. Like, how can you say no? They just look too cool to pass up. They're the army you want if you've literally lost every game that you can remember, because this is exactly what I'm doing. I don't think I won any games in 8th edition, to be honest with you guys. We've started a 9th edition crusade, and I'm trying to avoid spoilers here, but you can tell by what I'm about to say how it's going. I'm going to start playing Primaris Marines. I am literally making a 50 to 60 power force of strictly Primaris Marines, and I'm going to be playing them eventually. I'm making lore for them, looking at their stats, their rules, their models, and overall, I'm amazed. Like, this is the reason why I decided to make this video, because as I'm just doing research on like what models are good and whatnot, I came across so much shenanigans that I'm like, really? This is legit? GW decided to say F you to all the other rules and models and factions and just focus on the freaking Primaris Marines? Like, come on, it's crazy, it's mind-boggling. Like, when I read the Eradicator stuff, I want to use them, but at the same time I don't, because we got a buddy who has Eradicators, and I've seen what they can do. My Demolisher is a piece of molten slag because of these things. It hurts, especially when he hits all the time, and then comes that D6 damage. Whew, nothing can survive that, man. Hopefully they change it, hopefully they FAQ it, make it into like a stratagem where they can shoot twice, or make it into a one-time ability. But man, Eradicators, I hate them, but I love them too. And finally, we've come to the moment you've all been waiting for. My number one reason as to why Space Marines are the best. And that is strictly because Doctrines. Doctrines, in my opinion, was the stupidest thing they could ever do. Space Marines are good already without giving them Doctrines. Eradicators can melt anything away. Like, I'm gonna stop talking about Eradicators. Everything, I just got Eradicators on the mind because they're just so, it's like I want them, but I can't, but I do, but I won't, but I might. You know the feeling. But anyway, like, there's a model, there's a unit for anything that comes across on the tabletop. Space Marines are versatile. Like I said before, they're the Swiss Army knife of 40k, but they're better than that because they're a gun. And that gun is equipped with bullets that can shoot through walls and are headshots every single time. And what that equates to is Doctrines. Oh, I've got a squad that's all about tearing things up in range. There's a Doctrine to improve the freaking armor penetration at range. I've got a unit that's all about being up close and just tearing things up in close combat. Plus, I got a chaplain to boost them. Well, guess what? Here's a Doctrine just in case you roll ones. Here's another Doctrine just in case you miss. Oh, you're playing just pure Vultures in your Space Marine army? Here's a Doctrine to make those better too. Oh, you have no idea what you're doing? Here, win for free. It's just crazy why they have these things. Oh, I feel better. I got this off my chest, and hopefully, if you guys have been living under a rock, I've lit up this cave to you, and you've seen the world for what it really is. A world run by Space Marine players who think they're all that because they're winning game after game after game. But at the end of the day, they're not winning. It's GW that's just lining their pockets with that green. in order to make all these sweaty tryhards win. And guess what? I'm about to be that sweaty tryhard. All Eradicators, nothing else. Come at me. And those were my 3 reasons as to why the Space Marines are overpowered. Eradicators, their versatility, and Doctrines. If you guys can think of any other reason as to why the Marines of space are the best, let me know down below. If you agree, let me know. And if you have a way to get around these pesky Eradicators, please let me know. Because not only will I be able to best my buddy, but now I know what to expect when I start fielding them. And also, stay subscribed because we got giveaways coming out. I mean, it is December after all, so holidays are going to be here soon, and I'm pretty sure some of you guys want some starters. Hell, maybe some Eradicators. But yeah, stay subscribed for that. And also stay subscribed because I'm going to be talking about my journey into creating my own fan-made Primaris chapter, and which models I'm going to collect. I'm pretty sure you know one of them. But yeah, that's all I got for today, guys. Like, comment, and subscribe for more things Warhammer 40k. And of course, I have been the Sound Alchemist, part of One Mind Syndicate, and I'll be catching you guys in the next one. Peace.